Throughout our entire lives, we're told to play by the rules. It starts off in childhood when we are reminded no peeking while playing a game of hide and seek. And the admonition of playing by the rules progresses throughout our ages, from properly waiting in line to buy music concert tickets or even paying our fair share of taxes. No one wants a cheater. Heck, playing by the rules is so esteemed, it's actually considered good citizenship.
I want to do my job, which was refer the people. I did that. And I just want the compensation. I want what you advertise. You advertise a free car, and I want mine.
On today's program, we discover a used car dealership that is not playing by the rules. I'm Dale Cardwell, and this is our Trustdale Investigates podcast we call This Could Happen to You, where our Trustdale team puts the focus on stories that have impacted people just like you and me. Natasha Pearson is a complex person. She has multiple things going on in her life that would make most folks' heads spin, but she pushes through and perseveres. When opportunities arise in life, you can sit on the sidelines and be a spectator, or you can hop on the train and see where it takes you. Natasha's one of those who will jump on board. She's also a good salesperson. When Natasha saw an advertisement from a used car dealer, it intrigued her. The dealership said that if you purchase a car from them, you will get $250 for every person you refer to them when they buy a car. And after the fourth referral who buys a car, you get your car paid off. Sounds a little bit like Oprah. Yeah, the dealership said they will give you the title to your car, and you'll owe no more payments on your car after you send them for buyers. Well, the rules of this game are pretty simple. Here's Natasha, who understands the rules the same way I do.
They advertise send 4 referrals in, and you get your title. We sign your title over free and clear. There were no stipulations, there were nothing. Just refer the 4 people and you get your title. I have actually referred, I want to say 8, but they can't find one, but 7 people.
And Natasha did get her $250 gift cards for each of the 7 referrals she sent to the company. Seems like she's done more than she was required to. So, where's the title to her car?
I don't know. I don't have a title for it yet.
Okay, this didn't seem fair. I saw some of those advertisements myself, so I couldn't figure out why she wasn't awarded her car title. Our Trustdale team also tried asking the dealership questions on the phone about Natasha. And guess what? No one would ever give us an explanation. So, you know what this means? Time for me to pay a visit.
Hi there. I'm Dale Cardwell with Trustdale Investigates. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good to see you. This is Natasha Pearson. We're here to see if we can collect her free car. She'd made a number of referrals to the dealership here, well more than the number that required, and she's having a hard time getting her car.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll look into that.
Okay?
You know how this goes. I make an entrance, ask some good questions, knowing no one's going to answer them, wait around, and then get asked to leave.
Ask you to politely leave.
Okay. So you're a nice guy. She's about to become your worst nightmare, and you shouldn't be.
But before we left, we took a good look around the modest car dealer's showroom. There it was, hanging on the wall, an oversized poster that looks like a check. On the line that says, "Pay to the order of," it had written, "Your name here," and the amount was for a, quote, "free car," with an exclamation point. And as usual, just because I was asked to leave doesn't mean my team and I are going to simply walk away. That's what the cheaters want you to do. They aren't prepared for a real fight because they're actually pretty weak. The only thing this company is using to shield itself is time. It appears they hope that by stalling a consumer for so long, the consumer will just give up. Remember though, I told you Natasha is a complex person. Part of her background, she has some legal knowledge, so she filed her own lawsuit against the car dealer. That's a good thing to do in this case. Now, they won't be able to hide forever. Their judgment day will eventually come, but the defense lawyer who works for this car dealer, his job is to make sure the dealer wins. So things look a little tough. As I hope you know, before I ever certify a company on my webpage, insert shameless plug here, trustdale.com, I perform a lawsuit search and review. I take a look at a company's litigation history to assure that there are no patterns of unprofessional or illegal business practices. Unfortunately, if a company has a pattern of settling lawsuits before they reach completion, it's hard to discover. And Natasha says she's heard that this auto dealer is known for settling lawsuits with people, so it doesn't appear that they have been successfully sued very much. The crux of Natasha's lawsuit is that the rules the car dealer itself created for the car giveaway are very simple. But she says they keep changing the rules as the game is played, because she was winning, and she's absolutely correct. They ran advertisements and promotions on their webpage that just say, after you buy a car from them, simply refer 4 people who buy a car, and they'll give you cash for each referral, and they'll pay off your car and give you your title. There were no asterisks for notations saying other rules apply. It appears this used car dealer was living up to the slimy reputation many of them have earned. When we come back, I'm going to tell you the name of this used car dealer. I would never shop there myself.
Cars are so important to our lives. Don't take the chance of your vehicle breaking down. When it comes to oil changes and preventive maintenance, you can trust Haviland Express Lube. Haviland Express Lube achieves that goal by getting you in and out quicker than the competition and delivering the best value every time. Plus, you're double protected by the Trustdale Make It Right guarantee. Service you need from the people you trust at Haviland Express Lube.
Welcome back to Trustdale Investigates podcast we call This Could Happen to You. Here's more of our story. Nobody likes a cheater, and they say cheaters never win, even though they actually do. But the meaning behind saying cheaters never win is a psychological explanation, meaning there's shame to winning by cheating, and the cheater has a price to pay, the guilt, by winning. But I believe some people and some companies really don't have much shame. They continue to cheat people every day and probably sleep pretty well at night. That's not fair, in my opinion, to society. Natasha Pearson was taken advantage of by a used car dealer. They used her great skills in bringing others in to buy a car, making referrals, but they didn't reward her for doing so, as they promised they would. The name of this used car dealership is Sports and Imports Autos. The location Natasha had troubles with is found in Beaufort, Georgia. It sits tucked in along a busy highway and puts its shiny, clean cars out front to attract passersby. But don't let the spotless image fool you. Their sales representatives and managers refuse to answer our questions on the phone, via email, or in person. They eventually pointed us to their attorney. We'll chat about that in a moment. Meanwhile, among Natasha's ways to fight back was to reach out to the Georgia Board of Used Motor Vehicles. It's part of the Secretary of State's office and has 9 members appointed by the governor to serve within the Used Motor Vehicle Division. She filed a complaint with them, but they did nothing. So what's the point of their existence? I don't know. And as of today, when you go to their webpage, it proves they don't have their act together. You see, when you click on the highlighted section titled File a Complaint, it takes you to the wrong page. So good luck getting help from the bureaucrats in Georgia. But Natasha also contacted our team at Trustdale Investigates. For nearly 6 months, we dogged Sports and Imports, trying to get them to play fairly. We continually spoke to their attorney, Scott, and he explained the rules that Sports and Imports Autos wanted her to use. He said, in addition to referring someone to come in and purchase a car, that the person who buys the car has to make at least 3 monthly payments on time. It was a rule to prevent fake buyers from trying to take advantage of the game, and it does make sense. But that rule was created after Natasha should have already won the game. According to the dealership, she had only needed to refer 4 people to get her car for free, without any other rules.
I have actually referred, I want to say 8, but they're not, they can't find one, but 7 people.
And they confirmed that you've sent them at least 4 customers.
They have. Upon each referral, you get a $250 gift card, but I did receive a gift card for each referral, yes.
Natasha showed me letters and some receipts she had for each of the referrals. She had indeed made more than 4. She also sent me photos of her friends with their cars, and she was glad she got a gift card from each sale. Natasha was great at referring people to come to their dealership and helping sports and imports make a lot of money. This used car dealer, like many others, caters to lots of people who may have bad credit. It can be very difficult to purchase a car when your credit report isn't so good. So a dealership may be willing to take a chance on you, but they lower their risks by selling their cars for a much higher than normal price and getting large profits on them in case the buyers default. So let's go back to the attorney hired by Sports and Imports Autos. He's a nice guy. His job is to represent his client, the car dealer, and to ensure they succeed legally. He knows Natasha sued his client, so he has to deal with that. But he has the option of negotiating. That's what usually happens. Sometimes the only way to get a business to the negotiating table is to sue them. So that's where we are. And though Natasha was pretty good at filing her suit, she didn't really want to chat with the attorney. So we relayed messages back and forth. That's fine with us. That's what we do. But the attorney, with his client in mind, kept insisting on new rules for the game. And Natasha wasn't budging. Good for her. She reminded the attorney of this video that the auto dealer posted on their public Facebook page with simple instructions for how to get a free car.
So you come in, get a vehicle with us, man. As long as you refer 4 friends, you get your vehicle absolutely free. On us, title in hand, sign off and all, man. So come see me, myself, or one of our other sales rep here at Sports and Imports Autos, man. We're more happy to take care of you.
Imagine that video being played in a courtroom. The rules were clearly explained for the promotion. Natasha should win her car fair and square. So it finally sunk in to the attorney. Natasha should get her car title. After making some standard stipulations for dismissing her suit, Natasha and the attorney agreed. It was time to give her the title to her car.
Yes, thank you so much. I just walked in and got my title, but thanks to you guys, your team of people.
It was a long time coming for this day. You could see it in Natasha's eyes and her big grin. As she bounced out of the attorney's office building holding her car title high above her head, she was celebrating.
And I appreciate it so much.
Businesses write rules in order for them to win, or they would go out of business. You know, I'm not angry at companies who want and need to make a profit, but don't cheat your customers.
I just want to say to people out there with businesses, if you're going to advertise it, just stand up to it. Simple as that.
Don't give up. When you know you've been wronged, it may take a long time to get things settled. Be patient. You can also contact me. We applaud companies who do the right thing and stand by the fair rules of the game, but we'll also go after those who don't. If you're playing by the rules and a company isn't, document everything by taking photos and saving all your receipts to present your case. Or this could happen to you.